All right, everyone. This is Mr. Bailey coming to you from beyond the end of his internship. It's not as spooky as it sounded when I first thought of it. But anyway, just wanted to lead you through this final remote assignment of 7th grade. So, like always, go into Google Classroom, open classwork. Both Sebago Language Arts A and B will look the same. So, head on into classwork. This will be live, the remote assignment, 4:15 Thursday remote, real people as characters. Open it up and check out the initial assignment with the picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg there. You can go ahead and scroll down. The learning target is I can apply what I know about characters to examine a real person. The goal here is to look at a figure from real life, whether it be someone from politics, sports, entertainment, music, anything. Anyone you would like to look at who is in fact a real person, family members that you admire, teachers that you admire. And it could be an interesting character, someone that is interesting, regardless of if they're good for the world or not. Villains are also characters. And if we look at them, we might find out that maybe they're not so much of a villain anyway. This video here is the video that I'm recording right now, so you'll click on that for this. The do now will be very similar to the other do nows that we've done. You watch a video and pay attention to the speaker, Jim Carrey. It's kind of a long video, but please watch at least the first 2 minutes and choose one thing about Jim Carrey that tells us something about him. So do that, and then here's the instructions for the remote assignment. Choose a real person, anyone, and do some brief Googling and YouTubing to discover more about them. You may choose a family member or teacher that you admire, in which case you may not have to use the internet at all to learn about them. There is a slideshow, Sebago characterization slideshow. I've reinvented it for this assignment. You'll open it up and it'll look very familiar to what you've done. The direct characterization, you'll leave blank. That's in there. There's no narrator to describe them. They're a real person. But certainly their actions, their physical appearance, their dialogue, things they say and how they say them, how other people react to them, is how you'll go. So you'll open up the slideshow and complete it with information about your chosen subject. You can click here. I did an example with one of my personal heroes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, tiny little woman who was just a giant on the Supreme Court and in life. Actually, it was very difficult to fill out a slideshow because it took me forever just watching videos of her. But anyway, possible subjects that you might want to choose. The Obamas are good. There's plenty of information out there. Barbara Bush, Maine's own Barbara Bush. Amanda Gorman, the poet that recited the poem at the inauguration. Stephen King, also from Maine. I know there's at least one Joss Whedon fan out there. Stacey Abrams has been in the news. The woman from Georgia. You can choose musicians, athletes, actors, anyone you want. It's totally open, up to you. I just thought I'd offer some suggestions there. For the exceeds option, you can look at the last two slides. Well, the last slide, the last one is where you would write this. Put your character in the scenario that we looked at the other day. Any one of those scenarios. What might your character look like if they've just gotten into a car accident with another person, or find a treasure map, or are trapped in an attic escaping a storm? Pretty straightforward. You can always email me or Mr. Chapin for guidance. But let's just take one last look at the example that I filled out for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. First page is there. So name, and I've just included adjectives that I found. I just Googled Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Tenacious, intelligent, equitable, liberal, professional, precise, meticulous, graceful, powerful, ferocious, tough as nails. The next one will be blank, the direct characterization. Action. So she wears different collars for different moods that she's in. When your work uniform is a black robe, you got to have, something to make it pop. She works out. She does push-ups and planks. She jokingly chases her husband around a desk with scissors. When they were both still alive, obviously. She decides important cases on the nation's highest court. According to her daughter, she's an awful cook, and she was a cancer survivor. So those are all things that tell me something about her. The cooking part and the relationship with the husband, show me that she is a human being and not just this brilliant legal mind. She's also a wife and a mother. Physical appearance, I included some photos along there with her. She's, because her gestures say a lot about her as well. Dialogue, I watched videos of interviews with her, and you can also just write your character's name or your subject's name, and with the word quotes after it, and a list should show up if they have said things worthy to be recorded. And I just found out what some other people, how they viewed her for other characters' reactions. And once again, the private thoughts, you don't have access to those. This is a real person. So I hope you enjoy this last assignment, looking at human beings as characters, and maybe think about how we should view other human beings and try to understand them a little more, so that we might be able to feel empathy or compassion. So I hope you enjoy this last. I've certainly enjoyed my time with you, and hopefully we'll see you again.